Guys, JHoyt here. Before we get into today's video, I want to say thank you guys so much for all of the support, but we're still pushing to reach our ultimate goal of 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't yet, or if you're brand new to my channel, make sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. And don't forget, you can always change your mind later. What's on, guys? JHoyt back with you today. Welcome back to episode number 29 of our franchise mode with the Detroit Red Wings. We are back here at the start of the postseason, the Stanley Cup playoffs. We got a good matchup here in the first round, and oh boy, am I excited to get this one started. This is literally all I've been thinking about, all I wanted to record recently, so this is going to be a good one. Like I said, start of the, or not the off season, the postseason, the playoffs, and we're excited to get started with our first round matchup being the Ottawa Senators. So let's go take a look at what these guys are saying in the first round. So if you guys missed last episode, you probably didn't even see the Ottawa team. So we got Agostino, of course, on that first line with Stützle. Some questionable, just random right wingers in here, which is just very strange. You got Brown and Boquist on that second line with Kaut, if you guys remember him. He was on our team for a year, I think it was. Then as you go down, you got Semenov, who we almost ended up acquiring last offseason, fun fact. And then mixed in here with a bunch of 80s, and then they have an 85 and an 84 on that fourth line. So very strange that they didn't have you know, those higher rated players up farther in the lineup. But I understand that I'm pretty sure all it does with CPU teams is just best lines it, and then wherever they fit, they fit. And even if you have an 88 overall that doesn't fit in your roster, then he's out of the lineup, which just doesn't make sense. But to the back end, though, they got Byram and Brandstrom on that first line. Dobbs on that second line. The other three, not really so notable, but they do have a big injury in Shabbat. But then also they have a 75 overall goaltender that's 70 overall. So don't understand how they made it this far. I really don't. But Shabbat is injured along with 7. So two guys that should fit in the roster somewhere, but I'm excited to get this one started as they're without one of their best players. So if you guys remember what we're about, we got the top 9 rolling, we got the good top 4 defensive, and we have 2 good goaltenders. So I'm excited to get this one going, that's for sure. But without further ado, let's get this one started. Grand Rapids, figure it out. But first game of the first round of the playoffs is in Ottawa, against Ottawa. I don't really know where we exactly are, but let's simulate through this a bit. Now, this is what I'm looking for. We need our top guys to be the top guys. And I also realize every single time I simulate the postseason, I always block the goals in all the events. But McIntyre does get one on the board for us. What was that, 5 minutes into the game, I believe, or maybe it was 15 minutes in, but 1-0 lead after one. Let's simulate the second period. Ooh, 2-2, but letting it from the back end, as well as Lambos and Brandstrom get one in there as well. Raymond, though, with an early power play goal. Let's keep it going. Raymond's a name we haven't really talked about too much, right? He's just kind of been, I don't want to say underperforming, but like under-noticed, right? He's always been up there with points and everything, but hey, we'll take it. Also, power play is working, right? We have a power play goal with Raymond. 1 minute left, though. It looks like we're going to end up winning game number 1. Score 3-2. Reza, Raymond, and Wright. We'll take that. Game number 1 under our belt. Let's keep it going, though, with game number 2. Management, Owens, yeah, you can just best lines it down there, I guess. Oh, also offered a couple guys extensions, I believe. I don't think I mentioned that. But, of course, Kupari doesn't want to sign right now. He's focused on the playoffs as we go into round number 2. Not round 2, game 2. What's going to happen, though? We got to get these wins early. There it is, Josh Norris from that third line. Another player we don't talk about a lot is Norris. Agostino, though, gets one back. Power play. Can we get another one? No. Stützle, though, right after the power play, gets one past Reza. Okay, another one. Man from the back end. Another guy we don't really talk about getting points from. Zadina, can't really say the same about him. Let's keep it going. Let's simulate this second period. Oh, boy. We put up a bunch of goals there. Barron on that first line. McIntyre from the third. And Riley's goal puts the game to 6-4. Kaut gets one back, though, early. But let's hang on to this lead or even increase it. McIntyre once again. Let's put it on all. What are we saying here? Okay, Bolduc gets one. I'm not sure where he's playing. But 7-4. Still leading. 8 minutes left. 8-4 now. Barron gets his second. High-scoring game. Wow, 12 goals on the board. Can we get another one? That's the real question. 1 minute left on the power play and in the game. Doesn't have any goals attached to it. But 8-4 victory right with a huge game. A little 4-assist night for the young man playing on our second line. But we're up 2-0 now. And, okay, so we were at home. So now we're heading to Ottawa. Not far away. But even then, we got to keep this rolling. We got to keep this lead as we head into game number 3. If we win game 3, I'm pretty confident that we'll win game 4 and round this one out. But can we do it, right? Starts with game 3. Broberg from the back end gets an early one past Reza. Ottawa back to the power play. Reese with a short-handed goal. Quickly followed by Kupari and Arsene. This is what we wanted to see, boys. Can we get another one? McIntyre on the short-handed goal again. That makes it 2 in the first period. And it's still the first period, and it's 4-1. Let's go, boys. Second period, let's keep it rolling. 5-2. Hannafin gets one from the back end. Volkov gets one past Reza. Larkin gets one as well. 6-2. This one looks to be a Detroit victory here. Can we just wrap this one up as soon as possible? Bolduc says no. He wants to score one in there as well. Still a 3-goal lead, though. And looks like we're pretty much in control of this one. Larkin extends the lead once again. 2 minutes left. I don't think they're coming back in this one. This was a good series for us. A 4-goal first period. Larkin gets one. 2 shorthanded goals as well. I think won that game, right? That was huge, right? Those shorthanded goals definitely helped out. But here's the crucial game, though. Although we're up 3-0, let's finish it here. Get all the rest we can for preparing for the second round here. I'm not sure who we're going to be playing, but let's focus on this game, though. First round, first goal from Ottawa, unfortunately. Man gets one back, though. Barron gets one back again. So a quick, oh my goodness, Barron, 2 back-to-back goals. And once again, we have a great first period performance here. Stützle gets one in there as well. But a 5-goal first period so far. Barron with a pair of goals. Hat-trick watch for him. Agostino gets his second of the game as they go back to the power play. But second period now. Boquist gets one early on here, followed by Raymond. All right, so this one's going to be a battle. Zadina gets one as well. 5-4. Can we get another one? We've had lots of scoring in our game so far. Lots of it. We're already up to 9, and we're halfway through the game. Can we get another one? We need to extend that lead. Who am I looking at? I'm looking at Krebs. Haven't seen his name in a while. And who else are we kind of looking at? I guess, I don't know. We've got a lot from Larkin. Got a lot from Barron. Zadina, Raymond, McIntyre, Arsene. I don't know if I've really seen his name too much. But even then, we still got the 1-goal lead. 8 minutes left. Slowly ticking down minute by minute. Volkov gets one back. 5 minutes left. Scores tied 5-5. But as soon as I say it, Zadina gets one back to the power play as well. McIntyre gets one. I believe that was going to be an empty netter. But we win the first round of the playoffs. 4-0 against Ottawa. A great performance from everybody on our team. At least, you know, all the guys that are scoring, right? There's, you look at right there, 10 points in 4 games. You know, you had a huge 4-point night. Now, the next question is, who are we going to be playing in the second round of the playoffs? And I'm not sure which side comes to us, but it's either going to be Buffalo, which I hope we can avoid, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. But let's just slowly play it out here. Grand Rapids still in it as well. I think, what did they do? Oh, they lost. No. That's unfortunate. Come on. Who are we playing? Oh, current round's over. And we got Buffalo. All right. Let's go see what Buffalo's bringing to the table this year. So here they are. And they don't look to be as good as last time, but they still look really solid. So Garland on that first line with Eichel and Reinhart, Cousins, Middlestat, and Lindzen on that second line. Robidas as well as Sabrikin and Moberg. And then their fourth line isn't too good. So I'm wondering if they have an injury or just couldn't sign who they were interested in. So, okay. So they have their top line, but who do they have in net? Carter Hart still, of course. Injuries. They don't have any injuries. Interesting. So they must have gotten worse since last year. Because if you guys remember, their forwards were completely solid, right? All throughout, they were like 83 pluses. So they have a good, I don't even want to say top 9, I guess top 8 players. And then I think we have the edge in this almost. But of course, they were the #1 team, I think, in the league this year. So again, we can't take them lightly. Either way, 59, 20, and 3 overall for the year from Buffalo. But let's get into game 1. We're heading to Buffalo. What's going to happen? Early goal by McIntyre. We'll definitely take that. Another one. Raymond. This is the way you start a game. I don't know how to pronounce that. Vukacic? I don't really know. I'm going to butcher all these names. Schofield. I know how to pronounce that one. Either way, 2-2. 5 minutes left in the first period. We had a couple of early goals from our team. Moberg gets one back, and they are out shooting us by a bit. By a bit. Let's fix that. Also, let me fix me down here so that way you guys can see who's scoring these goals. Raymond gets his second of the game. That's great. We are halfway through the game now. Sabrikin on the power play. Let's get another one here. Right, power play's over with. Let's get one back. Larkin leading the way. Come on. All right, third period time. Raymond with a pair of goals so far. 4-4 though. Who scored? Raymond. Is that a hat trick? Wright gets one right afterwards. Keep going. 15 minutes left. Ooh, Barron gets one as well. Raymond with the, is it the hat trick? Raymond with the hat trick. And we get another one. Barron and Zadina. 7-4 here. Let's keep this going. Keep this lead. And let's not let anything else happen here, right? We had the goals. The 5-goal make it in a row here. Looks like we're going to wrap this one up. A huge game in Buffalo as we take a 5-goal third period to the victory. Raymond, Wright, and Zadina, our second line, with a massive game. So can we continue that in the first, or not the first round, the second game? There we go. That's what I wanted to say. Wright is averaging 3 points per game right now. I love it. Let's keep going. Our second line's kind of cruising right now, I gotta admit. Either way, let's see who's going to be cruising here in game number 2. Early penalty, early goal. Who took it? Who took it? Hannafin with the hook. Come on, boys. Arsene. The one, remember I said it, last round, the one guy we haven't seen too much from was Arsene. Right, everyone else we've kind of seen goals from. Maybe slowly putting up the assists, I'm not exactly sure. But Buffalo, 1-1 here in Buffalo. And who's that? Middlestat gets one back here. Let's simulate this second period. And it's still 2-1 heading to the third. They're still out shooting us. Middlestat with his second of the game. And actually back-to-back goals here. Barron with another one. Barron performing pretty good this postseason so far. Robodot does get one back though. 4-2 lead from Buffalo. Can we get a couple of late ones here within the final 5 of this game? I think they're out shooting. I think they're out playing so far. Jake Evans gets one back. Secures the victory for Buffalo as their third period ends up winning it for them. So heading back to Detroit with a even series. Come on, boys. We got this. Right? The first game was all ours. The second game was all theirs. It's time for our game once again. Let's win this game. Come on. Okay. Wow, they are out shooting so early. Like, if they must win the opening face-off and then just dominate right after that. Like, if they don't win the face-off, I wonder if they'd even have a chance, because we're 13 minutes in and their shots are incredible so far. Like, we have 2, they have 14. And I'm not even going to mention the Jokiharju, Garland, and Eichel goals so far. 17. We have 3 shots. They have as many goals as we do shots in the first period. Okay, we do get one back, though. Krebs gets one past Hart. Can we come back here? Shots a lot more even in that period, and now we're actually leading in shots. So, can we put that to use? Can we put it in the back of the net and get another one past Hart? But he's staying strong in there. 5 minutes left, though. 2-goal deficit. Come on. Get a late one here. Boom, right there. Nope, just kidding. There's not. There it is. Zadina, is it too little too late? It is. If we would have gotten one, a little bit earlier, I think we would have had a better start. But here's what we need to do, right? And I saw it through the last couple of games, and it's always versus Buffalo, and I don't understand why. But at the start of games, we get significantly outshot, right? That was it was a 14-3 or something shots-wise, or whatever the number was. We had 3 through the first period, and they dominated, right? It's 3-0, right? If we can avoid that and somehow not have them have all those shots early in the game, I feel like we'll be okay. But every time we allow all those goals early, we lose. And then we don't shoot, and then we just get outplayed. It basically happened again. 2 goals on the board early in the first 10 minutes, Sabrikin and Schofield. But we're on the power play. Can we get one back? No, we can't. So, power play, we had a good couple of games there. We had a good couple of games on the special teams with the short-handed goals. 2 in the same period. That 4-goal first period with, what was that, last series, I believe. But we need one back here, though, right? Someone's got to step up here. We're out shooting this time, so that's good. Power play, please no. Thank you. Let's go. Turning points right now, boys. Okay, are we starting at the start of the third period? All right, we're starting at the top of the third period here. We're going to get a goal right there. Nope, not right there. Power play, though. Huge chance. Doesn't happen. Come on, boys. Something better than what we're showing right now. Because I think if we lose this, no, this isn't series, right? There's one more, I believe, right? I think that was 2-1. I think this will make it 3-1. Yeah, okay. So, got shut out in that game. Nothing to show from the boys. Right? It's 3-1 now, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, 3-1. Man, boys. We're on a 3-game losing streak. We can't let this happen. Let's show up in this game, right? We're back in Buffalo, right? We won our first game in Buffalo. But it's going to happen again. Sabrikin with a goal. How many times have I said that? Early power play as well. Actually, 2 early power plays. That was power play goal. So come on, boys. We got to win this. Come on. We got to beat Buffalo. Somehow we got to take out Buffalo. And I don't know how you're going to do it. But every single second round is versus Buffalo. Right? We got to take them out. Right? We got to beat these guys. Or somehow take some players from them. Right. Thank you. Finally showing up. I feel like you've been quiet forever now. Eichel, though, gets one back. I don't even know what to do. Oh, right, gets another one. All right. Krebs gets another one. There we go, boys. That's how we do it. But somehow we got to take out Buffalo. I don't know how to, take a player from them so they're not as good. We almost have to take one of their really good forwards. But we already have a really good top 9. So there's not really a place for any of them. So that's the kind of hard part. And, I mean, maybe a net, but then we also have 2 really good goaltenders. So, I mean, defense, maybe we try to go after Dahlin. I'm not sure, but speaking of Dahlin, there he is. Gets one back. 3-3, 10 minutes left. Come on, boys. We got to get one here. Shorthanded goal. I'm feeling one. No? Reese, you've been kind of quiet. Middlestat puts one late. No. 2 minutes. 1 minute. No. The late goal by Middlestat. No. We had a really good second period, but Middlestat puts in the dagger. Man, we gotta beat Buffalo somehow. They're just so good. but I don't even know what to do or how to take them out because they're just so good. But unfortunately, though, that does end our run this year, right? We got to figure out a way to beat Buffalo. I don't know what it is or how we're going to do it, but some way, somehow, we need them to lose, right? I just don't know how it's going to happen. But either way, let's take a quick look at the postseason standings here and see what happens. But Wright was leading the way, right? I mean, he was just absolutely cruising with points, right? Almost 2 points per game at the end. Zadina, where's our first line? Barron, okay, almost point per game there. Krebs, almost point per game. So can't really say too much about that. I mean, no one really, I mean, a couple of guys significantly minus, but I mean, that's not horrible. We're just running into Buffalo every single time, which just absolutely sucks. But Reza, he held strong as much as you could. But even if we switch goalies, I don't feel like that would have helped. Like, I feel like it's just Buffalo, right? But we got to figure out some way to beat them, right? But either way, we'll watch, I guess, the rest of this playoff push. And, well, actually, let's go see about contracts. This is something I don't usually do in the postseason. But since we're out somewhat early, let's go see what we have for contracts and kind of talk about what we want to do for next year. So this is all of our expiring players. So there's actually not much that we have to deal with, right? Barron I definitely want back. Gusev we probably won't re-sign. Kupari I want. Brodin we won't. Verhaeghe maybe. And then it's some AHL guys. So not a lot to do with extensions. And you know, I know we don't have the money right now, but you know, we'll have to sign Barron to most likely a big contract. But let's go take a look at what these guys kind of want. Yeah, $3 million. Yeah, not really going to do that. Kupari, I'll probably try to re-sign him. Brodin, we don't have any room for. Verhaeghe, if he doesn't retire, he might, you know, want to re-sign. And then, of course, we just have some AHL players. But let's go look at the back end to the goaltender side. So we have Reza, who he's probably going to want a pretty decent-sized contract. He does, right? I don't know if I really want him to sign him to $7 million, though. Maybe we'll just qualify that offer and you know, see where we go from there. But we don't have a lot of players that we really need to do much with this year, which is good. But also, what do we do with our team, right? Maybe, I mean, we have a good top 9. We have a good top 4 defensemen, I guess as a general term. And then we have 2 good goaltenders. So what more could you add to that to make it better, right? Or do we just try to avoid Buffalo as best as we can? Because that's kind of all we really need to do at the end of the day. So we have some results from this last year. Playoffs are now complete. And of course, no question about it, the Buffalo Sabres are once again your Stanley Cup champions. As well as for the Calder Cup in the AHL, it's the Bridgeport Sound Tigers, the Islanders affiliate. So congrats to both those teams, but somehow, some way, we got to take out Buffalo. And I don't know how we're going to do that. But also, we got to look for the draft lottery results because that's going to be a huge part of this upcoming offseason. Because if you guys remember, we have we have the Boston Bruins first round pick, and it should be a really high one. There it is. And were we not in the top? Oh wow, we dropped to 8th. I'm really surprised. I really was expecting us way higher, but either way, 8th is a good pick. And we'll have to wait and see what type of players are available at the 8th spot. But we can take a quick look at that, actually. Draft class, right? What do we need? I mean, we need a good young center, right? That's something we're kind of lacking as far as a good high-potential center, right? Ooh, a lot of wingers, a lot of defensemen. There is there is a center there. Wow, there is not a lot of centers available. That's really surprising. Usually there is a ton of centers, but for a reason there's not. So wingers, defensemen, I'm not sure. I'll have to go through and you know, fully check on them. But looks like our top guy this year is a right wing out of the juniors. But man, there's a That's a very interesting. Usually there's a lot of centers, but either way, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Once again, we win the first round of the playoffs and then make it back to the second round, where, of course, it's the Buffalo Sabres waiting for us in that second round. So somehow, some way, we need to figure out how to beat them, how to get past them, or somehow make it to where they lose in the first round, or, you know, become significantly worse. And I don't know how to do that, but either way, we'll try to figure that one out. But like I said, it's tough, right? We got the 8th overall pick. You know, who knows what we're going to do with that. Of course, we have lots of talent on our squad that, you know, we could always make something, or, you know, try to get someone better, or, you know, we have the pieces there, but do we really want to? Because we built up this team from nothing. And now we have a really good top 9. We have a good top 4. We have 2 good goaltenders. What else could you want, right? I mean, we'll have to fill in a spot on the 4th line, I think. But for the most part, I don't know what else to do to make this team beat Buffalo, right? They're the key in this, right? I don't know who we would have faced in the 3rd round if we would have won that, but somehow, some way, we got to get past them, and the only way to do that is to figure it out this offseason. But like I said, that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy, hit that like button down below if you haven't yet, or if you're brand new here, make sure to subscribe, turn those post notifications on so you never miss an upload, and don't forget, you can always change your mind later. But with all that being said, guys, we'll see you in the next one.